Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. Happy Friday. So yesterday, as some of you know, my first featured blog for Yahoo Parenting went up. And it was why I chose to tell Olivia about my bullying past. And I was getting emails from people all over and messages, people in the industry that have worked with me, that know me, saying, I never knew you as this person. The comments on the article itself were growing and growing. I mean, in 5 hours, I think there was 900 comments. It was crazy. The people from Yahoo called. They were so happy. And then the emails from parents and people who had been through their own bullying experience started to come on Facebook and through my website. Hundreds of emails from people. Hundreds of emails from people saying either they had a similar bullying experience, they had been bullied in a way that I had been bullied, or they too had bullied and had turned their life around. But the word that I heard so often yesterday was brave. Jamie, you are so brave. This was so brave, brave, brave. And all I could think is, do these people not see how terrified I am? Do people not see how scared I am every day to get up and do Coffee Talk because it feeds my soul, because it's my way of giving back, because it's the passion I have to be better and want to surround myself with people who want to be better, because that's what this planet is. We're not, none of us are perfect, but every one of us who watches Coffee Talk, who participates in this movement, wants to be better, strives to be better. Even, I love the men who were like, dude, you make me think. I want to be better. My relationship is better. The way I deal with my wife, the way I deal with people at work is better because of you. But I'm digressing. I want to get back to this brave thing. So here I'm thinking, how could I be brave when I am literally terrified? Every email that came in with the title yesterday, blog, article, I was like, I felt sick. I was what I felt, the opposite of brave. I was terrified. I am terrified. Every day that I put myself out here, I'm terrified. Will it resonate? Will this be the one Coffee Talk they stop listening to? I live in a constant state of fear. And then I realized this morning when I was just taking a minute to reflect on what I wanted to talk about, I realized that the only way to actually be brave is to start afraid. It's only when we challenge our fears or push through them, face them, that in that very act makes us brave. The absence of fear is the absence of bravery. Aside from like spiders and cockroaches and things like that, because I will always be afraid of those things. I will never be brave, ever. It is when we are terrified of something, like this hair right here. It is when we are terrified of something that we are at our bravest. When we stand up to do something that terrifies us, it is in that very act that we are brave. I always thought that the bravest people had no fear, that they were afraid of nothing. And now I understand that the bravest people are full of fear. It's fear that drives them. They just channel their fear in a better way than people who are afraid of something, growth, change, and stay still. That is the absence of bravery. It really is amazing to me. We are at our bravest when we are afraid of something that is really worth it and we decide to continue anyway. When we are terrified of something that we know is truly worth it and we decide to continue despite our terror, that is when we're at our bravest. Nobody wants to look at their 6-year-old and explain to her that I was once the girl that I now live in fear will find my daughter. That is terrifying to me, especially if you know Olivia. She is serious. She's an Aquarius. She's an introvert. She thinks before she speaks. What's that? It's nothing me and Charlie have, that's for sure. Olivia looks like me, but is her father. And she retains so much. She's like a sponge. She listens. She observes. And when I told her that I was a bully, Olivia knows what a bully is. She looked at me with such skepticism. And I knew that I had to push forward, and I was terrified. Writing that blog, I was terrified. Doing this coffee talk, I was terrified. But it is in that fear that I am brave. Every day that you share with me what your experiences are, despite your fear of judgment, of rejection, you are brave. Every day that you invite somebody on this planet, every day that you share a coffee talk with a crazy woman in her pajamas with a receding hairline, you are brave. You are brave. The very act of wanting to change things for women makes you brave. Because we live in a toxic environment where it is so much easier to pull women back, drag them down, step on their necks. It is the easy way to forsake women in this culture. The hard way, the way that's lined with fear, paved with fear, is to be the one that takes the stand, to do something different, to stop the bullies, to encourage women, to pass the baton. That is in itself brave. So if you are watching this, if you share this video, you are brave. And for that, I love you. And I'm eternally grateful. Have a wonderful day today. Be brave with me. Acknowledge what your fears are and push right through them. Because bravery, it's awesome and it's contagious. I love you. I love you.